sideways Sean's his handle. Let's see if he lives up to it. Wow. That first outside zone, Sean using all the course. Tips maybe a tread off there, but I don't think that'll affect him too much. It doesn't affect Heichman in the chase. And there's sideways Sean now into the Illingworth. Right now, Ruckus goes for that outside zone. That got real scary pucker effect. Going that last outside zone 3 right on the course edge. And there you have it. So,
well, it's easy when they're so
here we go. So Heichman out front, initiates. Whoa! Wow, that was aggressive, but he was locked and loaded. You saw that counter steer. Let's see how Sean handles that. Doesn't seem to affect him too much. Nice job. There we go. Sean dropping in. And Heichman, there we go, into that second. Now gonna venture on over to that last outside zone. And gets all of it. Wow. So good proximity there by Sean. Almost gets taken out. Looks like it's Mr. Adam Kanapik, that Donut S chassis, that Rap Legends wrap, looking good, dipping and tripping, going to that second outside zone. Now, this is that big long we're talking about. Let's see as they hit the rut. And again, he is going against Mr. Talaska. Yeah, you talk about that there. So, but now coming across here, there's again that peak right there in the middle, and that last outside zone. Great execution by Adam Kanapik. And take note of, you know, preview here. Let's see. Going down the line into that outside zone, and then she comes up with that angle a little bit short there from Amanda, but Malvasio, he is way off the line, just not getting involved. Now coming through that second outside zone, looked like Amanda found the sweet spot there. Now coming that last outside zone 3 into it, rips up and shoots out. That was a really good execution. You talked about slowing the, and here comes McDowell in that Njuku Racing Nissan Z Foley. Coming back through, look at McDowell into that second outside zone, puts it exactly where it needs to be. Foley seems to be hanging tough as well. Nice job. I mean, buried in the smoke. Look at that. I mean, navigating into that last outside zone. Foley, a little bit of contact. That could have been absolutely. Oh no! Oh no! Here we go. All right, coming down the chute, Robert Thorne initiates into that first outside zone, and there goes Chihuahua. Wow! Look at that, into the second outside zone, the big 180-degree turn. Thorne bounces his way across it. You can just see there's the ripples there in the outside zone too. Man, look at just the bowl of smoke here. In that last outside zone, Chihuahua on. He pulls back a little bit, but really impressed back by the D. I know Captain Clutchkick, the boss man's watching at home, goes in that first outside zone. There goes Hobson on those NATO tires, down to that second outside zone, big 180, and look at that. The Mr. Cool Cadillac just sliding right next to Ben Hobson. Now on that front inside clip transition, Jonathan Hurst comes out of the smoke smiling into that last outside zone. Pretty good execution on both sides. You know, Derek Madison coming from St. Louis. Look at that, dragging the wall. And we got through that 3-2-1. And he looked like he initiated about the number 2 wall marker there on the cones or the walls. And look at that. But D-Max looks like the belt is holding together right now. At least 2 of the outside zones going to that final inside clip, transitioning through. And Dimitri settles right in to that final outside zone. All right, this is around, and car looks great. Let's see how it performs. Initiates in that first outside zone. Use all the course. Barely a tread drop on that S15. Brudski shimmies his way into that second outside zone, but Power looked like the car is very settled. Really well done. Into that final outside zone goes Mike Power. Want to see that overhead view just running down that evil BMW. That's all love, the Drift Wizard. And Jonathan Hurst, Mr. Cool Cadillac. And look at Haley using all the car. We got a little tap. Oh boy. Shots fired at the Drift Wizard. He's got his own magic stick. Do you have more car than him potentially? You know, where's everybody at? Well, check the temperature. Yep, here we go. Chestnut initiating that AJ, BMW, Tommy Lemaire. You know, you got to figure how dominant he was in that lead run. Maybe give himself a little bit of room, just in case maybe Chestnut is not 100%. So that after hours, Motorsports BMW going in. Let's see, tight. There, knocks it over a little bit more aggressively than Tommy Lemaire. But here goes Chestnut in that last outside zone. Tommy Lemaire, woo, he was flirting with that, man. He almost got on the side of Hooman Rahimi. And Sean Illingworth, straight line approach into that first outside zone. Now going into that second big long sweeper, 180 degree. Hooman Rahimi, good pressure there. Sean with that clean air looking a lot more solid. Hooman Rahimi almost exceeding the track there. Now watch this transition to this last outside zone. Big angle from Illingworth. Hooman Rahimi, a little bit short and shallow on that last. And Leonard and Byshire. Here we go. Cole Richards, Cora works 86 through that transition in the outside zone 2. Talaska doesn't get all the way out there. Cole Richards sets it right in to that second outside zone. I mean, that was master class, barely nudged it over. Very similar to Tommy Lemaire. And here comes Talaska. He surges forward on that last outside zone.
Out front, Cole Richards initiates straight line approach in that first outside zone. Nate Chen drops into formation. He's in the pocket. Oh, look at that. Applies the pressure and doesn't back down. I mean, look at that. You can see Katsunias he is mimicking the angle even a little bit deeper. Keep that proximity, you can mimic that angle, but here's where it gets treacherous. Nate Chen holds on to it. Great transition by both the drivers, and Nate Chen does not crack under pressure.
Here we go. Wills initiates. This is what I was talking about. This is what I expected. Yes. There you go. He heard you, Matt. Now transition. Jay maybe keeping cool, calm, composure. But now Wills, you can see him. See that wheel just feeding it. Nice good finesse. Not too crazy. Not hitting the behind. Big transition there. Oh, he snaps back. It bites back.
Okay.
Yeah, you saw him initiate and it came back, and Jaden couldn't go anywhere.
The door was Cody Buchanan. Here we go. Coming in like a Buchanan ball into that first outside zone. O'Sully tries to tuck in. He has to back off. Now he takes that shallower line. Let's see if he can flick it out there. Goes deep, and look at Buchanan. Really dialed and settled into that second outside zone. Transition. Oh, there goes O'Sully. He tries to strike hard and fast in that last outside zone. Car seems a bit loose. You don't got to hold that. He might hurt those tires, those GT radials going to that first outside zone. There's Kelsey Rawlings, Jeff Gennady, that coilover depot, BMW. A little delayed formation. Always good angle from her. Now going past that inside clip, Donati a straight line approach on that transition, going to that last outside zone, allowing Kelsey Rawlings to really showcase what we know of these drivers. Nate Chen had probably one of the best lead runs I've seen here this weekend, and Mata dips right in. Woo! Wow, that was insane. He does have to back off and see if he can regain. I mean, he timed it absolutely perfect. If he would have stuck it, that would have been master class. Now going into that outside zone and then going to outside zone 3. Mata dives in on the inside. Very shallow. Chen, seen from her earlier today, if she does what she did, she could lock this thing up here. Amanda Sorensen, she just barely dips that back left in. Nick Jimenez, he's going to try to apply the pressure, and he does. He drops the formation. Sorensen, see that hopping around through that outside zone 2. Past an inside clip. Now here comes Amanda, that last outside zone. Great placement by Great placement by Amanda Sorensen. Jimenez did rocking that ruckus gear into that first outside zone. Tommy Lemaire dives in. Good transition by both of them. You can see that second outside zone utilizing all of it. A little left foot brake. You can see that brake light there, but the accelerometer is on. Tommy Lemaire really on the side of sideways shot, so side. Side here. Let's take a look at that overhead, but Tommy Lemaire, great chase. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't.
Usually it doesn't.
Usually it doesn't. Oh, but then, it says, hold my Modelo, as he goes into the second outside zone, and you can see O'Sully, he knows, the judge said, hey, just tighten it up here and there, and it seems that O'Sully is into that last outside zone. That car just hops in. You always talk about that, so Amanda Sorensen or Nate Chen coming to that first outside zone. Nate Chen goes even deeper than Amanda Sorensen, going to that second outside zone. Again, this is where you really, it's a game of inches. We're talking about the game of inches between your ears, keeping your mind right and your car tight. Going past that inside clip, now transitioning to the outside zone 3, Amanda Sorensen. You can see her firing off in the last outside zone. Amanda digging deep. Nate Chen with that back left regardless of the outcome. But right now it's all about Tommy Lemaire and O'Sullivan. TLO, big initiation from our current points leader. Maybe a little tire dip, or definitely a tire dip, but looked like one, not two. Now TLO in that second outside zone. Look at that. You can see the diesel lights going absolutely ham on the windshield. Now into that last outside zone. Here comes Tommy Lemaire into that last outside zone. Again, that angle just doesn't. got into a tussle with the wall yesterday. Hopefully he can get his car down. Looks like he did right out of the gate. Look at him pulling that front left wheel up. Frederick Osbo bathing in the smoke. This is Osbo. Oh, Diego gets involved with the dirt. Brown cloud being thrown up that allows Osbo to catch up. Maybe rubbing a little bit of Nitto tire on the GT radial. Now into that outside zone 3, and Diego just flirting with the dirt. Wow, so Quinn Lesh should get to the final. So here we go. Brudski out front. His BMW, obviously very aggressive, and LZ aggressive in that chase position. All right, let's see how they handle this crossover into the second outside zone. Again, Brudski, so, you know, Matt Silva was talking about, I feel like he's got 2 settings, you know, turning it up a little bit there. And, oh, it was you actually. I thought, yeah, 2 settings. Sorry, well, he's in Prospec as well, but very uncharacteristic of Brudski's position. Let's see what Joao, again, he wowed us the other night. Can he do it again? Big initiation for him, but you got to think Hero has a major advantage. He doesn't really need to apply too much pressure. Obviously, you want that activation. Look at Joao. I mean, really working the wheel. You can see that, but okay, Manoa, 0 chill right now into transitioning into that last outside zone. Oh no! Oh no! Okay, super excited, and here we go. Swaps it into that, oh boy, Trent Beecham overcooks the meatloaf, burns, oh, that back left, oh no, that back left.
It's still going.
What is happening right now? Is it debeated, or is that, it looked like the whole wheel was at like an angle, had like crazy camber.
It might still.
Yeah, oh, she gone.
This is
Left the chat.
It's not
Taguchi. Ryan took that Rain X Toyota GR Corolla into that first outside zone. Yellow and black and smoky all over this battle as Ryan Turk, look at that composure. That was really good. Again, you can see him feeding the wheel there a little bit. Inside the cockpit, Kazuya Taguchi, he says, hey, I'm here. Don't forget about me. 1, 2, 3. I'm on your Rain X door. X marks his spot, and he drives it home. Both of them across the line. Menace Mohan against, again, the champ. Nice aggressive initiation. Some handbrake there from Renewable Lubricants. Mazda RX-8, Mazda Tricks into that second outside zone, right into course head. James Dean, he ain't no pushover. He's got to apply that pressure. And look at that, Kyle Mohan. Absolutely, man, he is swapping positions here and into that last outside zone. A great effort on average, about 1,000 horsepower. Again, that BMW E36 initiating into that first outside zone, dragging the bumper on initiation. Both are filling the outside zone. Look at that. Frederick Osbo really applying the pressure. He knows who he's going against, and he'd love to take him down. And Connor Shanahan says, I'm gonna win. That's what he said at halftime when I spoke to him, and he is feeling really confident. Again, coming off his most recent victory at our previous round of Orlando. But Osbo says, look, put some respect on it. A 3-time. Hold my beer. Yeah. Right? Because again, Shanahan, you know, over the sea they have 7 or 8 transitions. But so, I mean, I'll tell you, Frederick Osbo is a weapon. Here we go. That Rockstar Energy Toyota GR Supra on the Nittos, and Shanahan drops into formation. We're on that second outside zone. There goes Frederick Osbo. Shanahan digging that tire into the door. But that's what I like about Shanahan. Did he dig it in? Because he just goes right there in the pocket. Holy cow. I mean, Manoa's dad. And here we go. Regardless, let's blow out those candles on the back end of some Toyotas. Here we go. That is almost identical. Manoa leads out front in Juku Racing. That GT Radial 86. Now coming in again, that Jerry Bang. And then got the Creddy 86 out back into that second outside zone. Manoa is leading. Oh, we got the tire fire. Hopefully it extinguishes. Again, a lot of tire particulates underneath the vehicle, and the vapor, poof, just combust that thing out back. So Manoa and Gucci, looks like it just extinguished its. Going to introduce Odi Bakshis to the side of his Rain X Toyota GR Corolla. And there you go into that first outside zone. Odi Bakshis, he falls back, so kind of mimicking what Ryan did. But Ryan, look at that thing, that wheel just bouncing around. You can see him there. Odi Bakshis grinding the door. Now that final outside zone, let's see how they manage. Ryan Turk, that angle shows you low. And need that overhead on that outside tumultuous leading up to it, catching fire, the rain coming down and getting the wind. But RCP is looking really great in this new build of his. You know, handing the keys. Looked like a little tire drop on that back left there for Rome Charpentier. Now transitioning into, you can see that second outside zone. Looks like James Dean's playing a little safe here, given that maybe RCP's got a little bit of a tickle in his throat, and he's got a cough there, running not 100%, so you want to save the car. But I definitely rock them. And then Lean Customs. Shout out to Lean Customs. Here we go. Chasing down Dylan Hughes, that Permatex BMW. Ooh, aggressive initiation, backs that thing in. can hear the beeps like a dump truck into that second outside zone. And look at that. This great composure, good posture there from Matt Field. And you can see Dylan the Dozer Hughes, again, pierces that smoke into that final outside zone. Wow, great. He's got the clean air. He said, Jacob, he might have heard you. All right, out style, you want to see some style? Oh, and Adam LZ, he throws it in aggressively. He took that Matt Field line, tuck it on the inside, and then drops into formation. And look at, there we go, Adam LZ, he's going to grind. He's going to try to bang the door of the three-time champ. And again, Adam LZ passed that inside clip of Frederick Osbo. He's putting the car in the right place. There's a little left foot brake there. Both those guys tapping the brakes into that last. And lights extinguished, and we are good to go. And no cones hit. Comes out in that 2J86, initiates something, flew off the car right there into that first outside zone. Hits it and quits it, doesn't let it hang out. Now in that second outside zone, you can see, looks like he might be fighting the car a little bit. You can see the left foot brake. Odie Bakshis gets into the side of him. Now into that inside clip, into the final outside zone. And brings it across the line. Again, James leading the pack. Chris Forsberg currently 12th in the standings. Chris Forsberg now in front. The Nissan, Nismo, NOS Energy, all new Z on those GT radial tires. Transitions through. James Dean cuts through the smoke on the transition into that second outside zone. You can see James Dean you can see him just kind of lunging forward. Now transitioning, let's see how they handle this. And boom, right there into that final outside zone. James even a little deeper than refinement. Here we go, Adam LZ, he's gonna go like hell. Watch this, Adam LZ, big handbrake pull, you see that? And Odie Bakshis is not phased at, oh buddy, Odie drops into the side of Adam LZ. And look at him, he's grinding him, he's getting down. He's getting down, Adam LZ takes out that inside clip, a darn inside clip. But here goes Odie Bakshis, I mean, just absolutely marinated in smoke like a brisket. Odie Brisket, absolutely on brand for you. Absolutely, you are BattleBots #1 fan. All right, speaking of BattleBots, let's see these BattleBots right here. We're talking about the Ford Mustang and the BMW. James the Machine Dean initiates. Let's see if that suspension change helped him out or if it's gonna hurt him. Dylan Hughes was really confident putting JD on the trailer. Look at this, you're seeing James Dean filling all that second outside zone. Dylan Hughes with some great proximity. Needs to drop that back end and swing thing into the back of that Mustang into that final outside zone. And there you go. James Machine Dean initiates into that first outside zone. Feeling all of it. Odie Bakshis dives in. Want to see that overhead shot. Look at that. Pulling that front left tire off the ground into that second outside zone. Odie Bakshis bobs and weaves like a boxer in a boxing match. Here we go past that front inside clip into that final outside zone. James Dean dives in. He got the win in Long Beach. Is he going to get it again? Here he's coming out on top. James across the nose of that Ford Mustang RTR. Odie Bakshis, look at that. James Dean airs it out. Big, massive, sweeping entries in that first outside zone. Look at the telemetry there. You can see they're on throttle going past and inside to the front clip. Let's see. They are eyes on the prize right now in that final outside zone. James Dean dives in on the inside. He then massages the back end of that Mustang. James the Machine Dean gets the win. James Dean, your points leader, gets the win. That means second place goes to Odie Bakshis. Odie Bakshis gets second. Again, not unanimous. 2 for James and a 1 more time. Again, not unanimous. 2 James Dean, 1 more time. And with that, James gets the win. Odie Bakshis second. And then third place goes to Adam LZ.